me down. Don't tell me.
Here is Bell. Well, a lot of storylines in Utah last season. Jerry Sloan finally stepping down as coach, and then that was followed by the blockbuster trade sending Darren Williams to New Jersey. So a lot of new faces in Salt Lake.
They've got Dragic. Terrence Williams is out there with Scola. And it's Hayes, and it's Lee in at the 2-guard. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Kevin McHale. Rockets trail. Back to that trade that Steve was talking about for Utah. It caught me off guard. I'm sure it caught you off guard as well.
No question about it, Kevin. I mean, nobody really saw it coming. It just seemed like it was time to start over, and they got right back to work, and now in a bit of a rebuilding mode, if you will.
And not even 3/4 out of the way. So many lead changes.
One heck of a game for me. This has been outstanding in terms of the effort that both sides have been able to put out.
Looking over there at Steve. He's enjoying every second of it, Clark.
Me too. Man, this has been great, guys. And the fans getting their money's worth here. Both teams just playing so hard out there.
Now here's Jefferson.
You know, he can be a little awkward with the ball sometimes when it's in his hands, but not that time.
Why do you think it is we don't see more of those out of him, Steve?
I don't know. I mean, he's certainly got the size. He just lacks the confidence, I think, sometimes near the basket.
Another open look hits bottom from outside.
Yeah, that's 3 of the last 5 makes from beyond the arc.
Right side, Karolinko. Pass to Jefferson. Hayes on him. And here is Harris. 7 points in the game. Straight up. And he makes good on the layup. Harris has got 6 in the quarter.
Well, it's been a great start for this offense here in the second half. 4 for 4.
Moving the ball well. From 20 feet out. Again, the Rockets score.
Good start for this offense. They're shooting 3 of 4 now from the field, so offense in a good groove.
And Bell kicks to Karolinko. Inside to Jefferson. It's blocked.
Finally a miss, but still 4 for 5 shooting to start this third quarter.
Harris gets the whistle for blocking. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
A little too much body on that one, and that's going to be a block.
Always a hard thing to judge, but I agree with you, Steve. Clearly a block.
And making a change here, the Jazz. Watson's checked in.
Not his forte. I don't really like that shot, and you can tell the defense is just asking him to take it.
Williams picks him up. Feeds it to Jefferson. Puts the move on, and he sails in for the layup. Jefferson's got 14 points.
But the lead just going back and forth here. We're seeing some really good basketball.
You know what, guys? I've lost track of how many times the lead has changed. I mean, it's obvious, though, it's been a good one, and neither side can pull away.
The Rockets making a switch here. Lowry's checked in. Here is Watson. Lowry covering. Back to Millsap. Karolinko backing down. Soft touch off the glass. He's got 6.
Yeah, we're now starting to see them get some high percentage shots in the paint.
Yeah, that's 5 of their last 6 buckets inside the lane, so they're getting really high percentage looks down there.
Now here's Scola. 9 points in the game so far. Shoots a 3. Again, Scola missing.
He just can't get a good feel for his shot at this point. That's one of the reasons they're losing.
Hayes hits the reach-in call. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Here is Watson. Now recovering. It's Bell on the wing. Covered by Lee. Bell dishes to Millsap. Millsap commits the charge. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
Oh, no, you hate to see that. Those are just the kind of errors that can cost you in a game like this.
Outside Lowry. Beyond the arc. Gets it to go. Lowry's got 7 points.
Another 3, and we've just seen a barrage from long range here in the second half.
Well, they have come out blazing, and defensively, it's hard to deny that shot. I mean, that's a lot of ground to cover when a team spreads you out like they do.
Now here's Millsap. He's got 16. 4 on the shot clock. again, it's the Jazz from deep.
And a three the other way.
Back and forth we go, neither side giving an inch. For another year, another line for the fourth straight year. He averaged around 11 or 12 points a game, and his numbers stayed pretty consistent. Andre Kirilenko.
Now, here is Bell, covered by Lee. Bell passes to Watson. Dishes to Bell. Kirilenko against Williams. From deep. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. He's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. But back to Kirilenko. The Jazz needed his consistency last year at a time of turnover. Clark, you played the game. Steve, obviously you played the game. Sometimes you need those stable components of your franchise on the floor to make all the changes seem like they're working.
Yeah, Kirilenko has been an instant for many years. Never been a super sub, but always a very productive player. One of those guys who fills up the stat sheet across the board.
C.J. Miles, he's checked in for the Jazz. Here is Watson. Backing down is Jefferson. Covered by Hayes. The Jazz with another miss. Houston in the lead. The alley-oop. Boom! And nobody getting in the way.
Not at all. Major play line. Yeah, going straight to the hoop, attacking the whole way.
Yeah, nice finish. Cap that break off and stop.
Here is Watson. Kicks it to Bell. He's picked up by Lee. And Bell kicks to Jefferson. To stop the run. That one goes. Count it. Jefferson's got 16 points.
It's 4 of their last 5 buckets now coming in the paint area.
They're in attack mode right now, barreling in there with bad man intentions.
No good from Lee.
Boy, from my angle, it looked like it was in the bottom of the net. Looked good from here.
Yep, I thought so too, Clark.
Here is Watson. Miles dishes to Jefferson. Shot clock at 6. Over Scola. Jefferson's shot is off. It's a close game here in Houston. And the pass goes out of bounds, and they'll turn it over.
Straight out of bounds.
Here is Bell. He has 7. Covered by Lee. He dishes it to Watson. The dish now to Millsap. 13 feet out. That's good, and the assist goes to Watson. Watson's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. He kicks it to Patterson. Over Millsap. Patterson, that's good. Patterson's got his 2nd bucket.
The Rockets really improving offensively. In fact, last season they were number 6 in the entire NBA in offensive efficiency. That's up from 18th the season before.
And Jefferson throws it down. And that'll tie this game up. And Clark, a great competitive game so far.
Yeah, tit for tat. I mean, back and forth, plenty of lead changes, and excellent play.
These two teams, guys, look so evenly matched to me. I think this could go right down to the wire.
And the Rockets' efficiency, Steve just rattled off that number, driven in part by their work from outside. Number 6, Clark, in the league last season in 3-point shots made.
And one of the great equalizers, in addition to the 3-point shot, Kevin, is getting to the free throw line, and they were 5th in free throws made, shooting 80%, and they made over 20 a game. That's impressive.
I got to tell you, I was sorry to see Adelman leave because I thought Rick Adelman did a nice job as head coach with that team.
I agree with you as well.
Derek Favors checked in for the Jazz. Harris comes in for Earl Watson. Earl Watson's checked in for the Jazz, and he makes the free throw.
And Al Jefferson did not get off to a great start for Utah following that trade from Minnesota last offseason. But as the season went on, he really picked it up and he finished strong.
Here is Watson. Lowry picks him up. Here is Watson. Lowry covering. the feed to Miles. Over Williams, and it's Miles missing. Yeah, going back to Jefferson, as Steve was just talking about, when Clark 2011 came around, it seemed to me at least it was a whole different player.
Yeah, he really was. I mean, when he's healthy, he's a guy, and he's growing. You know, with young big guys, you got to give him time, Kevin, and people oftentimes expect too much too soon. A big guy takes probably 4 to 6 years to develop into who he's going to be as an NBA player, and Jefferson's right on that trajectory.
Yeah, and down the stretch, he was terrific.
Yeah, he was outstanding. I mean, he's a force down low.
And here's Watson. Patrick Patterson getting it to go from deep moments ago. The jump hook. The shot no good. Excellent D there for Scola. So it's Houston now. And Patterson kicks to Lee. Screen by Scola to the middle. And stolen by Favors.
Oops. You got to watch it if you bring the ball down when you're on the low block.
Here is Watson, covered by Lee. Backing down is Jefferson. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him. Jefferson's got 25 points in the game. Lee passes to Scola. That's good. And it's a tie ball game. Here is Watson. Now recovering. Here is Watson, now recovering. Watson with it. 5 on the clock. And here's Bell from the arc. Luis Scola with the rebound. And here we go. Deflects the pass. It's stolen by Bell. Here's Miles. Excellent D there for Scola. For the lead, and there's Lowry. That's good on the assist by Williams. Williams has got 3 assists tonight. Here is Watson, now recovering. Now here is Bell. He's guarded closer. Watson kicks to Jefferson. He feeds it to Watson. Lets it go from deep. And the rebound goes to the Rockets.
I like that, trying to respond to that last three-pointer, but he couldn't get it to go. A major front court overhaul for Utah last season with Carlos Boozer leaving for Chicago as a free agent. Kerr was injured most of the year. So it was up to Al Jefferson and Paul Millsap to really come through on the front line.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Chuck Hayes, he's checked in for Scola. And it's Martin in for Terrence Williams. Utah also making some changes. Andre Kirilenko is checked in for Bell. Devin Harris subbed in for Earl Watson. Here is Miles. 9 points in the game so far. Harris against Lowry. Pulls from the top of the key. Harris misses. Back to what you said, Steve, about the Jazz. They do have a lot of guys up front that can score. Clark, you played on the front line in the NBA. You know how important that is, and you probably have an appreciation for these guys that the Jazz have up front.
No question, Kevin. I mean, Al Jefferson and Paul Millsap, and then if Okoro can get healthy, he gives them a dimension with his ability to stretch the defense outside, shooting the ball. And then on the bench, they've even got some guys that can put the ball in the basket pretty well.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Changes up. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. First free throw is good. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Both shots good from the stripe. Here's Lowry. He's got 13.
Winding down. They're going to go for the last shot here at the court.
Yeah, I like the recognition there. They're going to play for the last shot, just as you said.
Lee kicks to Scola. Fades and shoots. He drained the shot right at the buzzer.
Cold-blooded. I mean, that's a big-time clutch bucket.
That is a prime-time play, guys. He got himself squared up and knocked down the shot, no problem.